LARPing 101.
Go look at your paycheck. It's not at least 100 grand a month. You got work to do.
If it's not at least 100K a month, if you're not making $1.2 million a year, you gotta be doing work. I hate those like alpha male groups. You could make a video on just this guy alone. The dudes that like smoke cigars on a hoverboard and just scream at like insecure men that they need to get rich. And for some reason, these guys are paying them thinking it'll work. Any guy that sells a finance course on fucking social media, bro. Ugh. There's like maybe 2 or 3 of them that are successful. Keep in mind, most of these guys that sell these finance courses and show their Bugattis and their fucking McLarens and whatever weird cars they own and the rich houses they have, all of it's LARPing, and they LARP to a degree that you actually believe them. Then you buy their course, they actually get rich, and then they LARP more. Like, that's the method. So half of these guys are actually just fucking broke. Or they're Nepo babies acting like their parents' money is their money. I was talking to some, I can't name them because then it'll call these guys out. And then it'll start drama. A lot of these guys that'll be like, I went from being broke, I was working day-to-day jobs, and now I live in this mansion. The clips of them working like carpentry jobs is doing handyman work for their dad for like money. And now I live in this mansion, it's their dad's house. They're not rich. They still live at home with their parents. They have a car their parents bought them. That's nice. And they act like they're rich and sell courses to people. They're like LA kids. And they sell these courses to like other people. And most of the time these guys fail. Right, there's like 100 guys doing this, and they all fucking fail, except 2 of them. And those 2 guys are like world-renowned finance gurus. I got rich day trading. I know this. No, they know a little bit about the stock market, and they're pretty good at crypto, but most of the money they've made, say they have fucking $40 million, half of it's from selling shitty-ass courses in their Discord server. Like, most of the money they've made is LARPing to get people to believe they're rich and then actually getting rich. In reality, they made 10K one-time day trading, and then they post that 15 times. That gives them credibility. Then they cash out on a crypto they made from from people buying their courses, which they made money on. So they could just post these clips of like, I made this, I made this, I made this, I made this. Buy my course, I'll teach you how to get rich. They're not going to teach you how to get fucking rich because they never actually built themselves. They LARPed to success and then got people to buy their course, which actually made them successful. You're buying a course on them teaching you how to sell a course. There's guys that actually do that. Buy my course, I'll teach you how to sell a course. It's like a Ponzi scheme. Or not even it's not a Ponzi scheme, it's like a pyramid scheme. Ponzi schemes when you give money and then other people take that money and give it to somebody else that also invested.
LARPing.
We have seen the future, and it is LARP.
Short for live action roleplay. This is not a new term on the internet. We have videos from 10 years ago called LARPing Saved My Life, which no it didn't. But before TikTok absolutely hijacked this word, it was used in reference to medieval roleplay.
Yeah, it was like medieval times shit. You're going to a Renaissance fair, you're LARPing.
And to explain the original meaning even more, it's just a bunch of, I would say, the coolest people on Earth, all committed to a medieval war storyline.
All right, boys, tear the flesh off that bone!
And then they're all
I think this is corny because they're wearing paper skeleton masks. But, like, I fuck with medieval LARPing. I like a Renaissance fair. I like a good LARP, okay? Not the new term LARP, like a good LARP. You're wearing chainmail and you're, like, kind of fake fighting. Like, that's sick. That's badass.
And then they all have names like Shadowfang, the Omen of Death, and it'd be a 42-year-old accountant named Greg. And there's real business behind the OG LARPing. Right? People would spend 300 doubloons on a LARPing sword, which might sound crazy, but people will be paying money to LARP right now. Saving up for 6 months to go to Miami and take pictures for the gram is arguably worse than spending $300 on a LARP sword. And the reason I call these people the coolest people on Earth is because they don't LARP for the validation of others. They just have pure love for the game. But the modern version of
Dude, I wish I could. I gotta hit up my friend and see if I could make a video about this guy. he knows, he does social media. He knows a guy that LARPs rich, and he showed me these reels, and it's literally him crying in front of a camera being like, I never thought I'd make this mill, but I'm finally here. I made it, and here's how I did it. And it's like, and he cuts to like the same image every time of him doing, it's like paint on his hands, and he's like, I was so poor. And I'm like, bro, you're never poor. You've lived in like a $50 million house.
LARPing mostly
Your
consists
whole life.
of either renting or flexing other people's things.
It's like
in this
straight
video,
bum shit, dude. It's like rich people that are bums.
this guy in the comments said rental camera, clothes, hat, watch, and car. Now, I don't know if this guy's actually renting out his whole life, but I know there's people that be financing clothes purely for the LARP. And I know there's people that also be posting images from Pinterest and other people's clips. Like, look at this guy all giddy that this video has no watermark. But is there not a sense of shame in posting somebody else's life and pretending it's yours? Like, maybe people will be impressed when they see it. You know, until they scroll and see a nigga with a 24-karat Lamborghini. But to the people that be going broke just to LARP, how does it feel when it's just you and your $40,000 in credit card debt?
You have $40K in credit card debt so you can wear chrome hearts or some shit, bro. Like, I never understand that.
But back to our LARPing lesson, which I would say,
Or, bro, you see a motherfucker, yo, I can never get over people that be buying, like, sports cars with, like, 80K miles on it for, like, 40 grand. They're buying, like, a fucking BMW or a Hellcat with, like, 120,000 miles, and they're financing it for, like, 50K over the next 3 years. Oh. I mean, that is, like, by far, like, the only other fastest way you could burn money and light it on fire is if you bought a horse and shot it. That is the quickest way you lose money. That or gambling, you might win. The only other, it's financing a fucking a BMW or a Hellcat that has 100K miles on it from like 9 years ago. That's setting money on fire. Second fastest way to set money on fire: buy a living animal and kill it. Like that is the only other way that you could burn money quicker.
LARPing has sort of kept its original definition.
Because you're not getting anything out of that.
Roleplay aspect is now role-playing a rich nigga instead of a medieval dark wizard. But the term LARPing can also be used when somebody's pretending to have knowledge on some shit they just don't know about. Like there's people that just pretend to have watched the show instead of actually watching.
Leveling, we have Sung Jin Woo. That guy.
Nick A30 goes insane after getting early access to unreleased solo leveling Fortnite skins.
Leveling, we have Sung Jin Woo. That guy's my favorite when he does all of his crazy anime stuff in the Jin Woo. That guy,
He does all his crazy anime stuff.
guy's my favorite when he does all of his crazy anime
I've never seen this. Is this a sponsor? I feel like he has to glaze it. There's no way.
stuff in the show, in the movies. Like it really makes my day.
And then the same people will take part in discussions about the show.
Bro. First season of solo leveling, I haven't seen second season because it wasn't in dub, and I'm not gonna LARP. I love watching dub because I constantly look down, and if I'm watching sub, I can't look down. So I watch dub. First season of solo leveling, the story sucks. Fight scenes, oh, chef's kiss, right? I just love watching him get stronger and then fight bigger things. That's all I want to see. Every episode, he could just get stronger, fight something that's stronger than him, and be like, duh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to beat this. And then he beats it, and then he levels up, and then he fights something bigger. That's all you got to do. Rinse and repeat until he fights God. And then the show's over.
They watched it in 2x speed, divided in 3 parts on a TikTok channel. And this kind is beyond annoying when uninformed people want to act informed, and then just start spreading straight misinformation. And then there's people who outwardly express the fact that they like an artist.
Oh my God, people that LARP liking like underground rap. There's people that actually like net spend, and then there's people that say they like Too Slimy. And I just can't. Like I can't. That's like there's a level of like LARPing behind that, and it's like, okay, I understand why you like net spend. It's like unique and it's like different. And then it's like, okay, I'm just gonna be more different than that, and I'm gonna fuck with Too Slimy. Like I like Too Slimy's. And people say that to me about funk. Bro, I was talking to Jack Pembroke about that. Jack was like, funk music's fucking noise pollution comparable to like net spend. And I'm like, well, no, I like certain net spend songs, but I'm like, bro, funk music is not noise pollution. There's a beat to it. versus just that's cringe as fuck. Bro, I don't give a fuck. I love funk music. I used to like rave music. Now I like funk music. I just love shit with beats, bro. This shit gets you hyper, bro. This shit spikes your heart rate. I like that.
To the artist.
Makes me feel like I'm alive.
And then they'll just bite the aesthetic that's associated with liking that artist.
Yo, if you could describe your outfit with a song, what would it be? Viva la vida.
It's the worst time to stutter. It's the worst time to stutter. You can't, bro. That's like when you're trying to diss somebody and you're like, "Oh, well, you look like a yeah." You just gotta say, like, if you don't get it out, it's just like, I'm just walking away. I'm just walking away. Never mind. Never mind. Viva la vida.
With liking that artist.
Yo, if you could describe your outfit with a song, what would it be? Viva la vida. Viva la vida. By Cod.
I'd be like, bro, cut that out. Yo, like right after that, I'd be like, yo, chop that shit. Chop that shit.
That was a targeted example, but it can be much more generalized. Like, let's say skating. People like the skater aesthetic, but aren't willing to actually put in the effort to get good. And these are referred to.
Bro, you know the shit that actually fucking pisses me off? I'm fine with people doing like hobby horsing or any of that, like hobby horsing or the fucking, what's the shit where they just grind on the floor? Sliding. I think that's cool. Whatever. Fine. You want to do that? I hate hobby mountain biking. Hobby mountain biking is the stupidest shit. How do I even find this? Because if I look up hobby mountain biking, it just shows me people actually mountain biking. Hobby mountain biking is a thing where they have, oh God, is this one? No, it's just the front wheel. It's the front wheel. And they just run around with the front wheel. What would I look up to find that? Oh, they have hobby, oh my God, they have hobby motocross. I didn't even know that. I gotta cut the fucking music though. Like, I don't know if this is a meme. This isn't even what I'm talking about, but it's just, imagine this with like a mountain bike.
This is called Hobby Duro. This is Andy, and he went viral for being the first professional hobby rider. And Hobby Duro is basically just like normal enduro, but the stunts are much safer since your bike doesn't have an engine or wheels. But is this too dangerous? This is called Hobby Duro.
Bro, that's so lame. Like, that's so lame. Like, I get people liking hobby horsing, right? Like this, because you're doing like some sort of athletics and you're trying to like mock what a horse looks like. Like, they're doing high jump basically. Like there's shows. You know, am I gonna go watch that? No, but like, I'm not judging that. Hobby mountain biking, just get a fucking mountain bike, you chud. Why? Like, you're doing tricks that you could just do on a bike. Like, just sit on the bike, just ride the bike. Why? I get maybe hobby motocross. I get it even more than hobby mountain biking, because like motocross, it's like, oh fuck, I could like snap my neck and die. But like hobby mountain biking, bro, there has to be a video of it. This is a guy commentating on it, but it's fine.
So here's another sport that's similar to hobby horsing.
Why am I doing
where
a
I guess
fucking
it's just the front
captcha?
fucking. I don't know if you guys have seen those, you know, the hobby horsing videos where people have a stick between their legs.
It's making me do a puzzle. This.
Where I guess it's just the front fucking tire of a mountain bike, and these guys do it. I don't know if you guys have seen those, you know, the hobby horsing videos where people have a stick between their legs, and then they pretend like they're on a, you know, like a horse obstacle course, and then they jump, but they jump themselves. And
like, why do you not just get on an actual bike? Like, this has to be fake. I understand this is LARPing, but this is like, why? Just fingerboard? Bro, not even just fingerboard. What are we doing? Just have an actual bike. You're telling me you're too scared to just do the jump? Just do the jump. This seems like more effort.
I was going to say this is just as bad, but this is actually better than that, because this is at least, you know, part of a bike. You know, this is just the front part of a mountain bike.
Oh my God, no, stop. The fucking... Like, it's a hard hang time. And then lands it back down. But you could learn how to do that in like a week. Like, you're not going to be good. You're going to fall probably sometimes, but it's like, ugh. Why?
To his poses. Poses are an OG form of LARPer.
I've been using it for that thing Gumball said, land surfing.
Same with the term casual in sports, like somebody that watches NBA here and there but will still act like they got the most valid takes.
If Wemby can somehow get to at least the third round of the playoffs, would it be wrong to say Wemby is already better than LeBron?
And there's probably way more examples of terms that are just the same thing as LARPing. But if you like the aesthetic of something, why not just actually get into it instead of pretending that you have? But when people use this form of pretending to have...
Because you jump from thing to thing. Like, if you're a LARPer for a specific hobby, you could just hop from hobby to hobby. You don't need to actually invest time into something that you seriously enjoy.
more knowledge about something than they actually do.
I'm just curious, what's the price on that rig there?
So yeah, he probably...
It's mostly because they're just getting into it or they want to be included.
That kid actually knows his stuff, though. I'll see him on TikTok. That kid's not LARPing. No, seriously, I'm going to defend that kid. That kid's not LARPing. That kid actually knows tractors, and he's like 8 years old.
Getting into it or they want to be included in that community. But why is it not okay to not know everything about everything all the time? Can we just normalize saying I don't know again? Because when you don't and you pretend to know about some shit, it just comes off as rage bait. My current favorite video on the internet is this video of this guy asking his coworker, who's a better fighter in terms of boxing, Mike Tyson?
I was gonna rip his heart out. I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been.
Or Zuku Midoriya. And this nigga was
Who would win in a fight?
talking about how he's seen his fights.
Where would you place Zuko Midoriya?
I don't know. I would need to write this shit down. But Manny Pacquiao gotta be up there.
I still think Zuko Midoriya is over Mike Tyson. He's just too quick.
That's great.
Just say you don't know who Zuku Midoriya is, gang. It's fine, bro.
Oh, I thought he was just going, oh, well, if they had no powers. He didn't know who Izuku Midoriya was. I was going to say there's no world where, like, Mike Tyson with no powers beats Deku. Like, Deku's just fucking eviscerating you. Even though I hate Deku. Deku season 1 would lose to Mike Tyson.
And this nigga was talking about how he's seen his fights.
Where would you place Zuko Midoriya?
I don't know. I would need to write this shit down. But Manny Pacquiao gotta be up there.
I still think Zuko Midoriya is over Mike Tyson. He's just too quick.
That's great.
Just say you don't know who Zuku Midoriya is, gang. It's fine, bro.
Oh my god, he's acting like he's just a regular boxer, bro.
But I find that the word lopping is often confused with flexing. It's confused when lopping is simply just flexing something that's not yours. Or flexing a lifestyle that you know damn well you can't keep up with, but still promote the idea that this is the daily. And this confusion is just a side effect of the way that social media just is. Some flicks with a Nobu sign out in the back, bro. It is not telling you the story of the 16-hour shift that was just eaten away.
Bro, you see those videos of motherfuckers posted in front of a Lamborghini that isn't theirs, and then the owner pulls up and he's like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Oh, top 10 awkward moments. Top 10 awkward moments. You're getting Instagram flex in front of a Lambo that's not even rented. It's just not yours. It's just parked on the side of the road. And then the actual owner pulls up and he's like, yo, get off my car.
And the mindset behind lopping is a fucking domino effect. See, from the perspective of a lopper, it's like, why does everyone seem so plentiful and gold? And now you force my hand and I have to rent a Miami high-rise with the last of my savings. And easily the worst kind of lopper is the core sellers. People will lop having a get...
Yes! This is what I started this video with. They are the worst. This actual shit. Bro, might be his, bro. Rented ass BMW. Rented ass shit. He don't own that fucking thing. He got that leased. That's one of his friends' cars. His dad bought it.
Rich quick method is them lopping, and they're selling their course by showing.
I will say, even if you are rich, yes, you could get inherited money. If you are a teenager and your parents are rich and you're flexing, you're LARPing, because that's not your fucking money. If once you're like 25 and you have a job, even if you work for your fucking parents and now you have money, okay, fine. But like, you're LARPing being rich, even if you are a part of a rich family, because you have no money. Like, you're flexing shit that isn't really yours. Like, it's your car that your dad got you, your mom got you, but is it in your name? Maybe, but it's like, bro, you ain't got no money. They're paying the payments. They're paying your phone bill. They're paying your Wi-Fi bill, your insurance, all this other shit. You still live with them. Like, you're not rich. You live with somebody that's rich.
Videos of Lambos they don't own and vacations they got from other niggas' videos.
I promise, like, and even it's been a witness these past few months.
And this is a genuine method people were trying to make money. This is nicknamed the TJR method, and all because people believe this.
Yes, he's the one that started it. He's the one that started it, and it worked. And it worked. TJR actually is fucking rich. But TJR made all these other goblins come out of the fucking woodworks that are like, I'm gonna fucking post my BMW that I rented and get people to buy my course. You're not TJR. You're not TJR, right? It worked for him. It's not gonna work for you. Ty Lopez is the OG. No, somebody in my chat just said, remember, Ty Lopez did it. No, Ty Lopez is the OG. Here in my garage with my new Lamborghini. But you know what's better than all these cars? Knowledge. I read a book every day. Bro, shut up. Fuck. That was the most annoying ad in like 2015 or whenever that was posted.
And that he lopped himself a Koenigsegg, which is a $3 million car, by the way. But in my opinion, though, I'll just say this is people hating. But there's this idea, which for the most part I think is a joke, but knowing the internet, you just never really know. And it's this idea that lopping is like a form of manifestation. The idea is that in order to become rich, you first have to pretend to be rich. And it's followed up with arguments like this. To sleep, you first have to act like you're asleep. Therefore, lopping is the key to life.
But it's not relevant, is it?
But there's a niche group of people that don't hate on lopping, but straight up promote it. I saw this TikTok from this guy, Ben Carr, a 10-minute video on how to lop. I have multiple extensive PowerPoint slides on each of the methods.
I fucking hate that video.
And I'll give it to bro, because this shit is
that video and that GIF pisses me off.
revolutionary. Just peep the tech of using screenshots from videos instead of direct images.
What do you mean in-betweeners reference? Oh, right here.
Just from Pinterest. Reverse image search was a lopper's worst nightmare. This nigga really changed the game. But I'm not gonna sit here and act like lopping is not just human nature. At the end of the day, we all, yes, we all.
Also, this guy named Chris from he's from Vancouver, Canada.
We all somewhat care about other.
Ranking everyone on Earth. Wait, no, that's a funny ass bit.
He's from Vancouver, Canada.
We all somewhat care about other people's opinions. Drop that nonchalant shit 2026, it's going on a mug. But especially when it comes to posting online, I will never believe that I post for myself logic. Because when you think about it, it doesn't make any sense. Give me even one reason that shit did not remain in your camera roll then. But the main reason behind posting something personal has almost always been external validation. And in no universe am I trying to say this like it's wrong or a bad thing. It can be a—
Bro, should I do that? I'm thinking I would love to make a fucking tier list, not of everybody on Earth, but just random ass people. Optic Scumpy, Adam Sandler, Phase Adapt, my friend Chris. I just start pulling a random president, George Washington. Like, I just get like fucking 300 people that are like all over an area. I would have to make it though, so I know who they are.
As simple as I like this photo, I'ma share it, and I hope
Rob Little.
Other people like
Rob Little followed me.
it. This can include a whole
big
bunch of other things too, like a photo of a sunset. Nobody gives a fuck about your sunset, bro. It should have stayed in the camera roll if you wanted to post it for yourself. But still, sharing it because you think it's cool and maybe other people will like the photo too, that is a valid reason for posting that sunset. Lopping is just an attempt to speedrun the most amount of validation, and the only times it's not is when it's done as a growth method, you know, the lop your way to the top idea. And then there's people like J. Cole, who people say lops being humble. You know, maybe he's not lopping being humble, but someone explained to me why this multi-millionaire is driving around in a beat-up Honda Civic. The way—
yeah, that is confusing.
Some celebrities try to be relatable is so cringe because it's pure lop. This clip of Rocky lopping watching streamers.
Then y'all got the youngsters like, you know, Show Speed taking it to a whole nother level. And Kasana, he's still doing podcasting?
Nigga, who the hell is Show Speed? And then the Michael B. Jordan Naruto incident.
What do you think, Michael?
Names the two biggest streamers. You know, these streamers. I Show Speed, Mr. Beast.
B. Jordan's favorite anime is? It's a good question. Favorite anime is Naruto Shippuden. Naruto Shippuden. Naruto Shippuden. Been a fan of it for years, since I was like maybe 12, 13 years old.
I'm done, bro. Eat this outro.
Damn, dude. I would just make up some other shit. I would just say Dragon Ball. Because you can't mispronounce that. There's a lot of animes that I could pronounce. Or you could pronounce really badly. Naruto. What's another one? There's just like, I don't, not My Hero Academia, no. There's like so many, yeah, Pokemon, no. Jujutsu Kaisen, Yu-Gi-Oh. I don't know. Or like characters even. Just more characters in the show. Like if you just say the character name wrong, bro, people will flame your ass. All right. Yeah, lock in. I actually got to piss real quick. Then we'll hop into the next one.